right, let's do some passing to revolving door. First, let me show you what that looks like, and then we'll break it down. I'll show you from the side. Okay. First concept to get with our revolving door is the concept of first and second sides. Because some of us hoop most naturally to the left and some of us hoop most naturally to the right, for me to talk about right and left, it's just not helpful. So instead in hooping, we talk about first and second sides. This is a little bit of an easier concept to grasp in passing than it is in waist hooping, so this is a good time to talk about it. When you're doing passing, your first hand is the hand that brings the hoop around to the front of your body. Front of your body. This is my first hand. First hand. First hand. Okay? Another way to think about it is your first hand, and when I say first hand, I also mean your first side. Everything on that side is referred to as first, everything on the other side is second. But another way to think about it is that your first hand, your first side, is the one opposite the direction that the hoop is going. So I am passing to my left. So my right is my first side. I will repeat that with all lessons that the first and second is relevant, but it's good to kind of just start to get that seeds of that concept planted in your head. So you're passing. Identify your first hand, the one that brings the hoop around to the front of your body. At some point when the hoop is in that first hand, before you get to the midpoint of your body and before you do the handoff to the second hand, you're going to turn your hand so that your thumb points up, and now the hoop is vertically oriented like a door. You are going to hinge that door in towards you, hinge it towards you, step through with your opposite leg, bring the hoop up to your head, step through with your other leg. You return to your same flat passing grip. The hoop has never changed hands for the duration of this move. I'm going to show you again, but I'm going to eliminate the passing part. So we're in our passing grip. We are around, we're somewhere off of center, off to our first hand side. We're going to turn the hoop up vertical like a door. We're going to hinge the door in towards us, step through with our opposite leg, bring the hoop up to our head, step through with our other leg, come out, return to the flat passing grip. Opposite leg, head, leg. Opposite leg, head, leg. I'm going to show you that from the side. Hinge up like a door, or rather tilt it up like a door. You're going to hinge that door towards you. Opposite leg, head, leg, flat again. Like a door. Hinge it towards you. Opposite leg, head, leg. Like that. Add it back to the passing when that feels like a comfortable concept to you. Get ready by re-identifying your first hand. Get a sense of, all right, next time it comes around to that first hand, I'm going to stop it, tilt it up like a door, hinge the hoop in towards me, step through opposite leg, head, leg, flatten out, complete the passing. All right, play around with that. Couple of pointers. One is that it is helpful to keep your legs straight. So you step in with a straight leg, step out with a straight leg. And those legs are going out straight in front of you, or maybe even a little bit off to the side, but they're not coming up with bent knee and they're not going out behind you. So it's straight leg out, up to your head, out, back to a flat grip. Another thing is, if you're using a big enough hoop, then you don't need to worry about ducking as you come down. or as you come up to your head. So if you bring the hoop all the way up to your crotch, you can see that you have plenty of headroom, like I said, if your hoop is big enough. If you're using a very small hoop, then you might need to duck your head. But if you're not, then get comfortable with the fact that you've got headroom there. Another thing, a way to smooth this out is when you get to that door position, you're really going to kind of throw that door in towards yourself. So the more power you can get in your hand to hinge in towards that opposite leg step through, the more smoothness the move is going to have. Okay. Important to note, and I should have mentioned this early, that you want to have the hoop very, very loosely in your hand. A tight grip will kill this move because there's so much rotation that has to happen in your hand that you're just going to get tangled up if the hoop isn't able to rotate freely. Finally, when you feel like you're kind of getting this, you want to change directions. Good for our brains, good for our bodies. Recognize that everything has changed. You have a new first hand when you're going in a new direction. And the first leg, the opposite leg that you're going to first step through with, is going to be a different leg than it was before. Play around with that. Have fun with your revolving door and passing. And be patient with yourself. Good luck. Enjoy it.